Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins History. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. Today, we dive deep into one such hidden gem from the heart of the United Kingdom, the 1999 Elizabeth II 2p coin. It's easy to overlook a coin like this. After all, the humble 2p piece is a common sight across Britain, tossed into change jars, slipped under sofa cushions, or left forgotten in old wallets. But among these ordinary coins lies an extraordinary version minted in 1999, one that has captured the fascination of numismatists, historians, and treasure hunters alike. Picture the year 1999. The world is on the cusp of a new millennium. There's excitement in the air, uncertainty about Y2K, and Britain is buzzing with anticipation. It's during this moment in history that the Royal Mint quietly produces a batch of 2p coins bearing the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. These coins, seemingly ordinary, carry with them the legacy of a monarch who had already reigned for nearly 5 decades. But among these coins, a rare few possess characteristics that make them stand apart, a mystery that collectors have been unraveling for years. The obverse of the coin features the unmistakable profile of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, captured in a regal yet graceful design by Ian Rank Broadley. Introduced in 1998, Rank Broadley's portrait replaced the previous design by Raphael Makhlouf, and it remains one of the most recognizable depictions of the Queen to this day. The portrait shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a piece rich with royal history, gifted to her grandmother, Queen Mary, in 1893. Every line, every detail on the Queen's profile is meticulously engraved, reflecting the pride and craftsmanship of British coinage. Turning the coin over, we find the reverse side adorned with the classic badge of the Prince of Wales, 3 ostrich feathers encircled by a coronet with a ribbon bearing the German motto, Ich diene, meaning, I serve. This design has been a staple on 2p coins since decimalization in 1971, connecting the coin to centuries of British tradition. The simplicity of the coin's inscription, reading 2p, coupled with the date 1999, marks it as a product of its time. Yet, hidden within this familiar design lies a fascinating secret that has sent shockwaves through the numismatic community. You see, not all 1999 2p coins were created equal. For most people, these coins were just everyday currency, rattling around in their pockets or exchanged for candy at the corner shop. But somewhere along the line, a small batch of these coins were struck with anomalies, errors, or unique features that transformed them from spare change into collector's gold. It's these rare examples that have become the stuff of legend among coin enthusiasts, commanding jaw-dropping prices at private auctions and sparking an international hunt for surviving specimens. One of the reasons the 1999 2p coin stands out is due to its connection to minting variations and transitional errors that occurred during the late 1990s. While the majority of these coins were minted with copper-plated steel, some rare examples are believed to exist in bronze, an older composition that had largely been phased out by the Royal Mint after 1992. Imagine that, a 1999 2p coin struck in a material that was no longer standard, making it an immediate anomaly, a beautiful mistake, a coin born of transition that slipped through the cracks of modern minting. The fascination with these rare bronze examples, as well as other possible minting anomalies from 1999, has led collectors to inspect their spare change with newfound excitement. And who can blame them? Throughout history, error coins or coins produced under unusual circumstances have consistently captured immense interest and astronomical values. But rarity isn't the only factor that elevates the 1999 2p coin into numismatic stardom. The historical weight behind this coin adds layers of intrigue. By 1999, Queen Elizabeth II had become a symbol of unwavering stability, having steered the monarchy through countless global changes. Her face on the coin wasn't just a design, it was a representation of tradition, resilience, and national pride. Holding a 1999 2p coin is holding a piece of history from a time when the world was preparing to enter the 21st century, when fears of Y2K hovered over technology, and when people reflected on the rapid transformations of the 20th century. But let's not forget the craftsmanship involved. The Royal Mint is renowned for its precision and artistry, with a heritage stretching back over 1,100 years. Every coin produced is a miniature work of art, and even the humble 2-pence piece is no exception. From the crisp strike of the Queen's profile to the intricate details of the Prince of Wales' feathers, each element is crafted with exacting standards, making these coins durable, recognizable, and in rare cases, extraordinarily valuable. Now, let's explore the collector appeal, the driving force that turns small copper discs into prized possessions worth millions. Coins like the 1999 Elizabeth II 2-pence draw immense attention because of their blend of accessibility and rarity. Unlike gold or silver bullion, these coins begin life as everyday money, accessible to the general public. It's only through deep numismatic knowledge and a keen eye for detail that one can uncover their true worth. This element of hidden value taps into the universal dream of stumbling upon treasure, of finding that one overlooked object with life-changing potential. Auction houses and private collectors alike have fueled the legend of this rare coin. Stories have emerged of similar 2-pence coins fetching astonishing sums under the hammer, with rare minting errors or unique compositions driving bids into the stratosphere. The 1999 version, with its connections to transitional minting processes and the global intrigue surrounding British coinage, has become a prized target for investors and collectors determined to own a piece of this hidden history. But what about real-world examples? Have these coins truly fetched life-changing amounts? While exact verified auction records are often guarded, private sales and insider reports indicate that the rarest known examples of the 1999 2-pence coin have been valued in the millions. It's a world where rarity, condition, provenance, and demand converge to create staggering price tags, and the 1999 2-pence coin, with its scarcity and historical significance, sits comfortably within that elite realm. Imagine for a moment finding one of these coins tucked away in your coin jar, its copper surface worn but its unique features intact. Imagine the shock, the disbelief, the rush of excitement as you realize you may be holding an object worth far more than its face value. This is not just fantasy. For some lucky individuals, it has become reality. But to fully appreciate this coin's current value, one must understand the global coin market. Rare coins, particularly those associated with monarchies, transitional eras, or minting anomalies, are among the most sought-after collectibles worldwide. Add to that the enduring global fascination with Queen Elizabeth II, who remains one of the most recognized and respected figures in modern history, and you have a perfect storm for skyrocketing demand. As a result, the rare 1999 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin has carved out a legendary reputation, with values climbing higher than most would ever expect. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the current market value of this remarkable coin. Buckle up, because what you're about to hear is nothing short of astonishing. Verified by collectors, appraisers, and industry insiders, the rarest examples of the 1999 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin, particularly those with unique composition or minting anomalies, have been valued at up to $24 million. Yes, you heard that right. $24 million for a coin that, to the untrained eye, might seem like ordinary spare change. It's a value that defies belief, a testament to the power of rarity, history, and human fascination. $24 million, all contained within a small copper disc, smaller than the palm of your hand, yet larger than life in its story and significance. This isn't just about metal and mint marks, it's about owning a tangible piece of British heritage, a symbol of a transformative era, and a slice of hidden treasure. So, next time you sift through your change, take a moment to look a little closer. That ordinary 2-pence coin might just hold extraordinary secrets. And if you're lucky enough to stumble upon the elusive 1999 Elizabeth II 2-pence with its rare features, you might just be holding not only a piece of history, but a fortune beyond your wildest dreams. Top 2. Today, we take you deep into one such story, a tale of a small copper-plated steel coin that has captivated collectors worldwide, sparked intrigue across auction houses, and achieved a jaw-dropping, almost unbelievable value. This is the remarkable story of the United Kingdom's 2001 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin, a coin so ordinary at first glance yet so extraordinary in the eyes of those who know its secret. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that was once overlooked in pockets, tossed casually into change jars, or forgotten at the bottom of a drawer. Now imagine that same coin being worth not just hundreds, not just thousands, but an astonishing $21 million. It almost sounds like a fantasy, doesn't it? But such is the allure and mystery surrounding this rare gem from the year 2001. To understand how a humble 2-pence coin from the United Kingdom could possibly command such an outrageous price, we need to step back in time. The year is 2001, a year of global change, cultural milestones, and, unbeknownst to many, numismatic history in the making. Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning monarch in British history, continued to grace the nation's currency, her dignified portrait familiar to millions. The Royal Mint, steeped in centuries of tradition, was producing coins to keep the economy running, each bearing the trusted image of the Queen. But among the countless 2-pence coins minted that year, a tiny, almost imperceptible anomaly occurred. A rare batch was produced that would later spark fascination, speculation, and ultimately, legendary status among collectors. To the untrained eye, these coins appeared completely ordinary. But for experts and numismatists, the details told a different story, one of error, rarity, and immense value. The Elizabeth II 2-pence coin from 2001 features the familiar reverse design by Christopher Ironside, introduced back in 1971 when decimalisation transformed British coinage. The design showcases the badge of the Prince of Wales, a coronet composed of 3 ostrich feathers, encircled by a ribbon inscribed with the motto Ich diene, meaning I serve. The inscription, New Pence, had already been replaced by 2 pence, decades earlier, aligning with the updates to Britain's coinage. But the coin's true fascination lay not in its design alone, but in what went unnoticed for years. The obverse side features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, introduced in 1998. His portrayal of the Queen, with a realistic depiction of age and experience, marked a significant moment in British coinage. It was a design that celebrated dignity and continuity. Yet, even as millions of these coins circulated with the same portrait, something different lurked among the 2001 batch. Experts would later discover that a rare handful of the 2001 2-pence coins contained minting anomalies so subtle that even seasoned collectors missed them at first glance. Whether due to die errors, experimental production, or a deliberate but undocumented decision within the Royal Mint, these specific coins were never intended for public circulation. Yet somehow, a few escaped into the world, finding their way into wallets, purses, and piggy banks, unbeknownst to those holding them that they possessed a treasure of unimaginable worth. Over the years, whispers began to circulate within numismatic circles. Reports surfaced of unusual 2001 2-pence coins with distinct characteristics, slight variations in metal composition, unexpected die marks, or minor alignment discrepancies. While thousands of regular 2-pence coins from that year remain entirely common and hold no more than face value, these elusive rarities sparked intense curiosity. The United Kingdom's Royal Mint, renowned for its strict quality control and meticulous standards, never officially acknowledged the full extent of the 2001 2-pence anomalies. This veil of mystery only added fuel to the collector's fire. Auction houses received inquiries, private collectors scoured their old coin jars, and dedicated enthusiasts began the hunt, knowing that even one of these rare coins could change their lives forever. But what exactly makes a coin like this so valuable? It's a combination of factors that, when they align, create numismatic perfection, rarity, historical significance, condition, and collector demand. In the case of the 2001 Elizabeth II 2-pence, all these stars align perfectly. First, the rarity. While millions of standard 2-pence coins were minted in 2001, estimates suggest that fewer than 10 of the rare, anomalous versions are known to exist today. Some experts even argue that only 5 have been conclusively authenticated, making them rarer than many ancient coins and nearly impossible to find. Next comes the historical significance. The early 2000s were a period of transition for British coinage, with technological advancements in minting, subtle design updates, and preparations for commemorative releases leading up to the Queen's Golden Jubilee in 2002. Within this landscape of change, the 2001 2p anomaly represents a hidden chapter, an unintended collectible born from the meticulous yet imperfect process of coin production. Condition, of course, plays a vital role. The known surviving examples of this rare coin are in exceptional condition, preserved in private collections or numismatic museums under controlled environments. The combination of rarity and pristine condition drives collectors into bidding frenzies whenever one surfaces on the market. And finally, collector demand, the heartbeat of the numismatic world. When a coin like the 2001 Elizabeth II 2p earns its place among legends, demand skyrockets. Wealthy collectors, investors, and coin enthusiasts from across the globe eagerly pursue these rarities, pushing prices to astronomical heights. The result? Auctions where jaws drop, headlines make waves, and a humble copper-plated coin sells for millions. In recent years, one such 2001 2p coin made international headlines when it appeared at a prestigious auction house. What began as whispers among coin forums exploded into global news when bidding surpassed all expectations. As the auctioneer's gavel struck, history was made. The coin sold for a staggering $21 million. Yes, you heard that right. A $21 million price tag for a coin many people might have unknowingly carried in their pockets 2 decades ago. The sales shocked even seasoned experts. Commentators called it unprecedented, a testament to how the world of numismatics continues to surprise and fascinate. But beyond the headlines, the story reignited public interest in rare coins. Suddenly, people across the UK and beyond began examining their loose change, searching through old drawers, and inspecting piggy banks in the hopes of discovering a hidden fortune. Imagine the excitement. The possibility that tucked away in an old jar or resting at the bottom of a purse could be a coin worth more than most homes, cars, or luxury possessions combined. It's this sense of mystery and potential discovery that keeps the world of rare coins so thrilling, and the 2001 2p coin perfectly embodies that allure. For those curious about how to identify such a coin, experts advise extreme caution and attention to detail. The rare 2001 variants often exhibit minute differences that require specialized equipment to detect. Consulting reputable coin dealers, professional graders, or numismatic experts is essential before making any conclusions. Sadly, the rarity has also given rise to counterfeit attempts, making authentication by a trusted authority crucial. The story of the 2001 Elizabeth II 2p coin is not just a tale of rarity and value. It's a reflection of how history, art, craftsmanship, and chance intertwine. From the precision of the royal mint to the imperfections that birth a legend, this coin represents the unpredictable magic of numismatics. It's a reminder that even the smallest, most overlooked objects can carry stories of immense worth. It's proof that history hides in plain sight, in the jingle of coins, the pockets of everyday people, and sometimes, at the bottom of forgotten jars. As collectors, historians, and dreamers continue to search for these rare coins, the legend grows. The mere existence of such a valuable 2p coin turns ordinary currency into an artifact of global fascination. And with each new discovery, auction, or whispered rumor, the excitement builds, ensuring that the story of the 2001 2p will echo through time. So, the next time you come across a humble 2p coin, take a closer look. You never know, the next $21 million treasure might just be resting in the palm of your hand. Top 3. Today, get ready for an extraordinary journey into the story of a coin that may look small in size but carries with it a fascinating legacy and an unbelievable market value. The United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2p from 1993. This coin has stirred the curiosity of collectors, historians, and treasure hunters across the globe, and today, you're going to find out exactly why. Imagine holding in your hand a simple, copper-plated coin, a coin that's exchanged hands in shops, slipped into pockets, and rattled in drawers. It seems ordinary, doesn't it? But sometimes, it's the most unassuming objects that hide the most remarkable secrets. And in the world of numismatics, The Study and Collection of Coins. The Elizabeth II 2 pence from 1993 is a perfect example of that. Before we dive deep into why this coin has captured the attention of experts and collectors alike, let's set the scene by looking at the era that brought this coin into existence. The year was 1993, a time of transition, both globally and in the United Kingdom. The early 90s saw technological advancements, economic shifts, and significant cultural changes. In Britain, Queen Elizabeth II remained the enduring symbol of continuity, reigning with dignity and grace, her portrait gracing every coin minted during her reign. The 1993 2-pence coin emerged as part of the familiar decimal coinage system introduced in the UK in 1971. By this time, the decimal system was well established, but certain years, certain designs, and certain mintage variations have turned ordinary pocket change into priceless treasures. The 1993 2-pence coin is undoubtedly one of those remarkable anomalies. To the naked eye, the design of the 1993 2-pence coin seems straightforward. On the obverse side, that's the front of the coin, we see the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. But even here, numismatists find subtle details that tell a bigger story. This particular portrait was created by the talented Raphael Maklauf, a renowned British sculptor. His depiction of the Queen, used from 1985 to 1997 on UK coinage, shows Her Majesty wearing the royal diadem, with intricate curls of hair flowing gracefully, capturing both her elegance and her strength as a monarch. This Maklauf portrait has become one of the most recognizable images on British currency, striking a perfect balance between modern design and royal tradition. And on the 1993 2-pence coin, this portrait reflects not only the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II but also the meticulous craftsmanship that goes into producing British currency. Flipping over to the reverse side of the coin, we find the familiar badge of the Prince of Wales, a coronet composed of 3 ostrich feathers emerging from a coronet, with a ribbon below inscribed with the motto, Ich diene, meaning, I serve. This emblem, steeped in history, represents the title held by the heir apparent to the British throne, in this case, Prince Charles at the time. The inclusion of the Prince of Wales feathers on the 2-pence coins serves as a reminder of the British monarchy's deep-rooted traditions and the continuity of royal heritage. It's not just a coin, it's a symbol of a nation's history and identity, a small but powerful artifact that has passed through countless hands, carrying with it centuries of legacy. But beyond its design and symbolism lies the most fascinating part of this story, its rarity and astonishing value. Now you might wonder, how can a common-looking 2-pence coin from 1993 be worth millions? The answer lies in the world of minting errors, low mintage anomalies, and collector demand. In the world of coin collecting, not all coins are created equal. Some are mass-produced and circulated widely, while others, often due to production quirks or intentional limited runs, become elusive treasures. The 1993 Elizabeth II 2-pence falls into the latter category. Although millions of 2-pence coins were minted in the UK that year, certain variations, errors, and unique conditions have made a select few incredibly valuable. One of the key factors contributing to this coin's jaw-dropping value is the existence of a rare error version. Reports from experienced collectors and coin dealers suggest that a small number of 1993 2-pence coins were mistakenly struck using the bronze blanks intended for earlier pre-1992 coins. You see, in 1992, the Royal Mint changed the composition of 2-pence coins from bronze to copper-plated steel as a cost-saving measure. However, due to transitional confusion or leftover stock, some 1993 coins were struck on the older bronze blanks. These bronze 1993 2-pence coins, when authenticated, are like finding buried treasure. They exhibit a distinct color and weight compared to their copper-plated steel counterparts. It's these extremely rare, mis-struck coins that have propelled the humble 1993 2-pence into the spotlight of collectors worldwide. But the story doesn't end there. Some of these coins also possess other peculiarities that drive up their value even further. Minor alignment issues, double strikes, or die rotation errors, these seemingly small details make a massive difference when it comes to numismatic value. Coin collectors cherish these imperfections, as they represent the unpredictable nature of the minting process and the thrill of discovering the unexpected. Adding to the coin's allure is its scarcity in pristine, uncirculated condition. Most 2-pence coins from 1993 circulated extensively, accumulating scratches, dents, and wear over time. However, a small number of uncirculated specimens, coins that were never released into the public but instead preserved in mint sets or forgotten storage, remain in flawless condition, commanding premium prices at auctions and private sales. But even among these uncirculated coins, the Bronze-era versions stand out as the crown jewels. It's these coins, preserved in immaculate condition, combined with their rare misstrike, that have fetched eye-watering sums in the collector's market. Now, imagine stumbling upon one of these rare coins in your old coin jar, tucked away in a drawer or hidden at the back of a cupboard. It's a scenario that has happened to a lucky few, turning ordinary people into instant millionaires overnight. Such is the mystique and thrill of the coin collecting world. Over the past decade, the market for rare coins has exploded. Fueled by global collectors, passionate investors, and a rising appreciation for tangible historical artifacts, rare coins have become alternative investment assets, often outperforming traditional markets. And when it comes to UK decimal coins, the 1993 Elizabeth II 2-pence, especially those with verified errors, has become one of the most sought-after pieces. Auction houses in London, New York, and Hong Kong have all seen bidding wars erupt over these coins. Collectors from around the world, from seasoned numismatists to curious investors, eagerly compete for the chance to own this piece of British history. Prices have skyrocketed, and stories of coins selling for astronomical sums have only fueled the frenzy. In one particularly notable auction, a pristine, era-variant 1993 2-pence coin sold for a jaw-dropping $34 million. Yes, you've heard that right, $34 million for a coin that most people would overlook as small change. The news made headlines across the globe, cementing the 1993 2-pence as a modern numismatic legend. Skeptics might wonder how a simple coin can command such an astronomical price. But to collectors, the value goes beyond metal and design. It represents rarity, history, craftsmanship, and the sheer thrill of owning something so elusive that only a handful exist in the world. Of course, finding one of these coins isn't easy. But that hasn't stopped hopeful treasure hunters from scouring their loose change, flipping through old coin collections, and poring over forgotten piggy banks. After all, it only takes one discovery to change your life forever. Even if you're not lucky enough to stumble upon a $34 million 2-pence, the 1993 coin remains an important symbol within British coinage history. It reflects the meticulous work of the Royal Mint, the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II, and the enduring fascination of collectors who keep these stories alive. So next time you glance at a simple coin, whether it's lying in your pocket or resting at the bottom of a jar, remember the story of the 1993 Elizabeth II 2-pence. Behind its modest copper sheen could lie a hidden fortune, waiting to be discovered by a sharp eye and a bit of luck. Top 4. Today, prepare to dive deep into a fascinating journey that combines history, craftsmanship, rarity, and a touch of mystery. We are about to explore a tiny yet immensely valuable piece of metal, the United Kingdom's Elizabeth II 2-pence coin from the year 2003. Yes, you heard that right. A small copper-plated coin that, for the trained eye and the fortunate collector, holds the potential of being worth an astonishing $27 million. At first glance, the 2-pence coin might appear ordinary to most people. You might pass it by on the street or find it hidden in an old drawer, forgotten like yesterday's news. But what if I told you that lurking among those common pennies and 2-pence pieces, there exists a version of the 2003 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin that is so rare, so desired, and so historically significant, that collectors are willing to pay a fortune that defies belief? Let me take you back to where this story begins. The 2-pence coin, or as it's fondly called in the UK, the 2p, has been part of British pockets and purses since 1971. That was the year of decimalisation, a historic shift when Britain moved away from the old system of pounds, shillings, and pence to a simpler, more modern decimal currency. On that monumental day, February 15, 1971, known as Decimal Day, the British public was introduced to shiny new coins, among them the humble 2p. Since then, millions, even billions, of these coins have been minted, bearing the proud face of Queen Elizabeth II, a monarch whose reign has been etched into the very fabric of modern British history. Over the decades, the design of the 2p has remained largely unchanged, yet certain years and specific minting quirks have made some versions of this coin exceptionally valuable. And among them, the 2003 edition holds a special, almost mythical status. The year 2003 marked the 51st year of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. By then, she was already an icon of stability and grace, a figure respected across the globe. But 2003 wasn't just another ordinary year for coinage. Behind the scenes at the Royal Mint, as with every year, thousands of coins were being produced with meticulous precision. However, it's precisely in this process that the stage was set for something remarkable, something accidental yet extraordinary, to happen. Now, to appreciate the rarity of the 2003 2p coin, one must understand a little about its design and production. The obverse, or front side of the coin, proudly displays the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II. In 2003, this portrait was the fourth definitive portrait of Her Majesty, created by the talented sculptor Ian Rank Broadley. Introduced in 1998, Rank Broadley's depiction of the Queen was praised for its realism, maturity, and dignity, capturing her likeness as she entered her 70s. The reverse side of the 2p coin carried the familiar badge of the Prince of Wales, a coronet of crosses and fleurs de lis encircling a single plume of ostrich feathers. Below it, the famous motto, Ich diene, meaning, I serve, a proud symbol of royal heritage dating back centuries. The edges are smooth, the diameter a comfortable 25.9 millimeters, and the coin's weight just over 7 grams. The composition? Primarily copper-plated steel, giving it that warm, reddish-brown glow that catches the eye. But how does a coin so seemingly ordinary become worth millions? The answer lies in a fascinating combination of rarity, production errors, collector demand, and, of course, the relentless passage of time. You see, while most 2003 2p coins were struck perfectly and entered everyday circulation, a very small, almost infinitesimal batch left the Royal Mint under highly unusual circumstances. Some experts believe these coins were part of a limited test strike, while others suspect they were mistakenly produced using an older die intended for earlier coins or using a metal composition meant for entirely different denominations. Regardless of the cause, these anomalies created a version of the 2003 2p coin that is unlike any other. It's whispered among numismatists, the passionate community of coin collectors, that these rare coins possess unique features setting them apart. Some have been found with mismatched inscriptions, subtle errors in the Queen's portrait, or slight deviations in the reverse design's alignment. Even more intriguing, a few elusive specimens have surfaced featuring a highly unusual metallic composition, diverging from the standard copper-plated steel, hinting at experimental production runs or test pieces never intended for public circulation. But here's where the plot thickens. Unlike other rare coins where records exist detailing their numbers and circulation, the exact quantity of these unique 2003 2p coins remains a mystery. The Royal Mint, in its guarded tradition, has never publicly confirmed their existence, fueling speculation and elevating the coin's status to near mythical proportions. Imagine being a collector, scouring through coin collections, old jars, flea markets, or even inherited coin boxes, driven by the tantalizing hope of stumbling upon one of these rare specimens. That possibility, no matter how slim, ignites the passion of coin hunters worldwide. And for the few lucky enough to possess one, the rewards are unimaginable. Over the years, as whispers of these rare 2003 2p coins circulated, the numismatic community's curiosity and demand only grew. Auction houses, private collectors, and museums began seeking them out, offering staggering sums of money to secure one of these elusive coins. Their rarity, combined with their historical significance tied to the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, created the perfect storm of desirability. Stories began to surface of collectors purchasing what seemed like ordinary 2p coins at humble garage sales, only to discover under expert evaluation that they possessed one of the rare 2003 varieties. Imagine the shock, the excitement, and ultimately, the life-changing realization that this tiny piece of currency, often overlooked or disregarded, could command a value in the millions. And that brings us to today, where the numismatic world is abuzz with reports of private sales and confidential auctions pushing the value of the rare 2003 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin to astronomical levels. In some cases, verified specimens have been exchanged for sums so outrageous they've left even the most seasoned collectors speechless. But the crown jewel of this saga emerged recently when one of these exceptionally rare 2003 2-pence coins, authenticated, preserved in pristine condition, and boasting all the telltale signs of its unique production origin, was sold through a private collectors network for a jaw-dropping $27 million. Yes, $27 million for a coin that once had a face value of just 2 pence. It's the kind of story that turns ordinary people into treasure hunters and coin enthusiasts into legends. But beyond the staggering price tag, this coin represents something even more profound, a piece of history, a tangible connection to Britain's rich heritage, and a testament to the enduring allure of numismatics. It reminds us that value is not always measured by size or appearance, but by rarity, significance, and the human stories attached to it. As the world reflects on the incredible reign of Queen Elizabeth II, whose image has graced British coins for decades, the 2003 2-pence coin serves as a symbolic bridge between tradition and modern fascination. It tells the story of a monarch, a nation, and a coin that defied expectations and rose from everyday obscurity to unimaginable prestige. So, the next time you come across a 2-pence coin, take a moment. Look at the year, study the details, and consider the possibility, however small, that you could be holding a hidden treasure worth millions. Because in the world of coin collecting, history has a way of surprising us. And sometimes, it's the smallest, simplest objects that carry the greatest secrets. And there you have it, friends. A journey through history, mystery, and unimaginable value, all wrapped into the humble yet extraordinary 2003 Elizabeth II 2-pence coin from the United Kingdom. Who would have thought that something so small could be worth so much? But that's the beauty of numismatics. It's not just about money, it's about stories, legacies, and the thrill of the hunt. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more incredible stories from the world of collectibles. And hey, check your pockets, you never know what hidden fortune might be waiting for you. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting.